What's going on, guys? Happy Friday. This week you guys are joining me as I go on a road trip from my home in Orlando, Florida to my final destination being Mount Rushmore in South Dakota. I haven't been on the road too long yet. In fact, I'm not even out of Florida, but I got really hungry, so I had to stop for lunch. And I decided to stop at a titty bar because there were signs all along the interstate for this titty bar. So I'm gonna go have a nice lunch and look at some nice titties, and then I'm gonna get back on the road. Georgia, no peace I find. I think going places alone is a problem that a lot of people have, that they just don't want to do it. Like if they can't find someone to go with to a certain place, or out to a restaurant, or to a movie, then they won't go at all, because they don't like going anywhere alone. I actually enjoy going places alone sometimes. And if I happen to have company, hey, I'm not going to turn that down. But just because I don't have company doesn't mean I'm going to let it stop me or prevent me from going somewhere I want to go or doing something I want to do. I don't know, I just think independence is important. So last night I stopped in Clarksville, Tennessee because I was really tired and really hungry, so I found a Waffle House, which Waffle House is always so convenient to the interstate. And then I got this hotel room because I was really freaking tired after driving for 12 straight hours. I'd rather drive for 12 gay hours. Haha! And somewhere along the way, it seems that I've crossed this magic line that sent me an hour into the past. It's either that, or everyone who's texting me is really confused, because they all think it's an hour ahead. I love the time zone changes. What I really like is how nice the weather is here. Major cities that I've passed by so far are Atlanta, Chattanooga, and last night I went through Nashville, which Nashville was actually really pretty at night. One thing I've never seen is the St. Louis Archway. Well, good morning from Metropolis, Illinois, the home of Superman. And since I was right near the Superman Museum and Superman stuff, I decided to come check it out. So I just got out of the old courthouse in St. Louis, and I got a fucking ticket to go up that fucking arch over there. So I'm gonna take my ticket and go down Market Street and go to the top of that. Be jealous. Supposedly there's an elevator in that thing that goes all the way up, and really I'm curious to see how that's gonna work, especially with that bending thing that it does. Cozy in here.
Okay, the doors are closing, watch arms and legs.
Going up. Oh, this freaking thing is rocking back and forth as it's going up. That is so cool. Well, St. Louis has been fun, but I think it's about time for me to get back on the road. After all, Mount Rushmore's awaiting.
In a quarter mile, turn left to merge onto I-44 east toward I-70 west.
Looked over Jordan and what did I see? Coming for to carry me home. I'm hungry and there's nothing around for miles. I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere, Kansas. Look. No buildings, no people, just fucking fields. Maybe a fucking tornado will come and pick me up and take me to freaking Munchkin Land, and maybe there'll be a freaking restaurant there. Oh please, oh please, oh please, oh please, oh please, oh please, oh please. So I was just in Kansas, and I was there for about 20 minutes total, and I asked the gas station attendants if there's any good restaurants around there. One of them looks at me and says, "There ain't nothing around here." And I was like, seriously? There's nothing around here, like, at all? I mean, I couldn't see anything, but that really didn't mean that down the road somewhere there wasn't anything. But no, down the road somewhere there was nothing. I asked her. She said there was nothing anywhere around for miles. And then the other one looks at me and says, "You're not from around here, are you?" And it was all I could do to hold back from saying a very sarcastic, "You figured that out all by yourself, did you?" So I'm back in Missouri, because fuck Kansas. 99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer. If one of those bottles should happen to fall, 98 bottles of beer on the wall, 98 bottles of beer on the wall, 98 bottles of beer. 6 bottles of beer on the wall, 6 bottles of beer. Take one down, pass it around. 5 bottles of beer on the wall. So I've managed to make it to downtown Omaha, Nebraska, and I'm looking somewhere for something to eat or something fun to do. Just tired of driving so much, my goodness. But the good news is I'm only 8 hours away from my final destination, Mount Rushmore. I think I might keep driving after I grab something to eat and probably get to Sioux Falls tonight and maybe hang out there for a little bit. Finding Omaha, though, I gotta say, was quite a chore. It was like for miles and miles along the borders of Kansas and Missouri, and then the borders of Nebraska and Iowa. Just cornfields for miles. And then all of a sudden you see this oasis, this town in the middle of all these cornfields. It's weird to see that exist in the middle of everything else. But there it was. You know what's kind of weird though? Normally in a big city like this, you look around, you see a lot of people, even at night. But I'm looking around, I don't see anybody. I never quite had a desire to go to Omaha. I mean, there's really not too much here, but it's pretty. I'm on day 3. I got to South Dakota sometime early this morning while it was still dark out. And I'm now within about 2 hours of my destination. So today, after I hit my destination, you'll see Mount Rushmore, Black Hills, you'll see the Badlands, then I'm gonna start heading back the other way. So I stopped along the way to feed prairie dogs, which I've never actually seen one ever. Oh God. Looky. Hey. Here you go. That was too cool. I made it to Badlands National Park, which is another thing that I've always wanted to see, and really cool. And it's a really cool sight on the way to Mount Rushmore. The way the rocks are formed is amazing. And what I think is really cool too is there's no fences around here. So if you happen to fall in, hey, you get a Darwin Award. So freaking beautiful though, look at that. You know, this Labor Day weekend I thought I was going to be sitting at home depressed, and I'm really glad that I decided to take a road trip. I almost went back to New Orleans for Southern Decadence. I almost went to Montreal, but in the end I think I made the best decision I could possibly have made. Granted, taking a road trip by myself has been kind of lonely, but at the same time it was really nice. I got to see a lot of stuff that I haven't seen before, and I got to share it with you guys. Kind of interesting how small this all makes you feel, huh? And to think that just water did all this. Look at that. It's a long way down. It's a really long way down. Driving through the Black Hills is a little bit of a challenge, me being from Florida and used to everything being fucking flat there. You guys want to see a town that I'm pretty sure is surviving solely based on the tourism here? Check it out. Keystone. Pretty sure the only reason this town is as populated as it is because of Mount Rushmore. Well, it's been a long 2.5 days. A lot of driving went into that, but I made it. Finally made it to Mount Rushmore.
and I have to say it's pretty freaking amazing. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Now just to head back home. Oh god, another 2.5 day drive back. But if you like this video, remember to hit the like button, the comment button down below, leave a nice comment for me. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, be sure to hit this little subscribe button right here, because I'm going to be back next week with another video for you guys. Anyway guys, until next week, I'm Joe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.